Hey guys, I am on Ivoclar's kind of like a mobile showroom. It just has all of their equipment and stuff that they tour the country, they show it off to dentists, and today I want to talk to you about digital dentures. I'm so excited, and Dr. Singhal is here. He's pretty much an expert in all of this. He's going to explain all of this to us and kind of walk us through what the process looks like getting these dentures. So when a patient comes in and they're in need of dentures, what do you do?
So, Chris, it's a really good question. So, for Ivotion denture system, the beauty of this system is you can follow whatever process you would like to do it on the clinical side. So, if a clinician would like to take an impression, they can take an impression, send it to the lab, and lab will be able to scan it and put that into the digital workflow. If they want to go digital at the level of the occlusal rims, they can do that as well. So that's the beauty of this system. But from a patient standpoint of view, it's very easy. You go in, clinician will take few impressions, and then they can right away transfer that to a digital workflow. So you don't have to go multiple times. Once you transfer that information, you will get a try-in. So you can get a try-in. If you like it, it's good. If you want to make any adjustments, you can make those adjustments by a software. So you don't again have to go through a cumbersome process. Just it's a click of a button on a screen. You can make any changes, and then you get your final denture. So it's very easy and very convenient.
So then with the impressions, you have the option, the dentist has the option to take it traditionally when they put the goopy stuff in your mouth and take the impressions that way, send that to be scanned and uploaded, or they can use a scanner and send that information.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Christy, that's another good point is you can do either or.
Okay.
The technology is evolving. So at this moment, you can scan the intraoral soft tissues with the intraoral scanners, but they are still developing. So you can easily scan the upper arch, but scanning the lower arch, it is still tricky. I'm not saying it's impossible, it is still tricky.
Because it moves more.
It moves more, you do have more saliva, you do have more muscles and all that stuff. So it's slightly challenging.
Yeah.
But it can be done.
Okay.
It can be done. So there are both the options. The other is that if you already have a denture and you have any problems with the dentures, you can scan the existing dentures as well.
Oh, wow.
So you can scan the existing denture, so you have the information initially. You can use that information to improve the denture, what you're looking for.
That's
so
awesome.
That way you still don't have to go through all that process again.
Right.
So you can just take a impression, like a wash impression, very easy to do it. Just take an impression, make sure that everything is fit and all that stuff, and then you just scan that and transfer that to the software, and then you can design and mill a new denture.
So then if a person likes the way that their denture looks, but it doesn't fit quite as well, they'll scan it and make modifications.
Yes.
Or vice versa,
Yes.
if they don't like the way that it looks, but it does have a nice fit, same thing, scan the
can do that.
denture,
Yes.
remake it the way that they want it.
That's correct, Christy. So if you already have a denture and they love it, they love how it looks, how the teeth are and all that, so they can easily copy that. So when you're scanning it, you are copying that, and that becomes a baseline for you. You make that baseline, you transfer that information, and the milling machine will just mill the same denture.
Wow.
But now you already took a impression, wash impression on your existing one, so that will basically make the denture fit as well. And when you're transferring that information, the new denture will be fit, and it will have the same shape for the teeth, and it will be similarly aesthetic looking also. So you will not compromise anything, and it becomes an easy process.
That's really
Kirsty.
cool,
Yeah. It's
because
phenomenal. It's
all the
phenomenal.
information is just kind of stored there, and
Yes.
it's there, it's accessible. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time something changes.
Yes. And if you lose the denture by any chance, you have all those records already. So you go to an office, you tell I lost my denture because of any reason. The clinician will be like, okay, they give a call to the lab. Lab will press a button, you get a new denture next day, you're ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was checking this bad boy out. I think that this is it. Let's see. This is it.
Yep.
This one right here.
Yes.
When people say they want teeth that look real, they want a denture that looks real, that is what they want. That is what they're asking for. So how how does this technology achieve something
Yes.
that looks as beautiful and realistic as that?
Yes, Christy. So what we do is I will show another example here. So this is how it comes out from the milling machine. Okay. Now after that we can characterize it whichever way we would like to. So it's an art.
Okay.
It's an art. You can decorate it. You can make it fancy, whichever way you would like to do it. So you get a very accurate denture from the milling machine. After this, we can process it with some composite materials and all that to make it much more natural looking.
Okay.
So now you cannot even tell the page. No one can tell that you have a
Yeah.
denture. It's gorgeous. It's
That looks
gorgeous, Kirsty.
amazing.
Yeah. So no one can tell the difference.
So then what about the wax try-in? Do you try it in wax? How do you try it in before you actually finalize it?
Yeah, so Chrissy, with the traditional process, the process is basically you are capturing the information and now you will try it in with the wax rims and all that, and then you will set the teeth on the wax as well, and then you will try it again to make sure that everything is fit. The challenge is that wax is not a stable product.
Right.
If you are making even any adjustment, so let's say you tried it in with the wax and the teeth, now there is some fitting compromise.
Right.
You want to make that adjustment, you melt the wax and now you are trying it again. Might be everything is good at that time, but the stability of the wax is not very high.
Yeah.
So now over a period of time when you are processing it, it can still distort.
Okay, gotcha.
Now if it will distort, the final denture that you will get might not be very accurate, which you are looking for.
Right.
With this process, there is no wax involved. And all these things, the accuracy of this material or the stability of this material is not changing because these are already processed.
Yeah.
So what we are doing is just basically milling it out.
Okay.
So the chances of having fit compromise with this is almost none.
Okay, so,
So-
they don't have to try anything in.
So they can try it. They have to try it in.
Okay, so they try that in, but then if it doesn't work out or there needs to be some modifications, do you scan that again, and how does that work?
I will simplify it, Christy, for
Okay.
you. So the process is you capture the information, you design it, and then you will get a try-in denture.
Okay.
The try-in denture is not a wax denture. So the try-in denture will come out from similar pulp.
Okay, got it.
So it's a different material, but it's kind of like it's a strong material as well.
Okay.
So you will get a try-in, you will put it in the patient's mouth, you will see the accuracy, the fit, the length of the teeth as well, the contours of the teeth as well, the form and arch and all that stuff. Once you confirm that everything looks good, then you will mill it out with a different material that is your denture based material.
Makes sense.
So now this is Ivotion puck. In this you can see like two colors. So this is a denture base and this is tooth. So the beauty of this material is it's a very innovative product, Christy. So this is just an example. So you are seeing multiple saucer shape appearance there in the puck. This is basically your contour for the tooth. So what we do is basically you do have a soft tissue, like you do have a denture base material that is pink, and you do have a tooth color material that we are putting it on top of it.
Okay.
So you already have these contours in the puck.
Okay.
So when you are designing a denture, you will design the denture in the puck accordingly that you will get these contours automatically.
and that gives a more natural gum line consistently.
That will give you a natural gum line. The other beauty is, Christy, how many times we have seen that one tooth might debond from the denture.
Right.
In this one, this is one puck.
Right.
So the chances of debonding is almost zero.
So if you were worried about breaking a tooth off and going around with a missing front tooth, probably not going to happen with that,
It
right?
will not happen in this one.
Yeah,
no.
that's
so,
exciting.
Yeah, so it is exciting. So that's why there's so many benefits of this denture compared to the traditional workflows and the traditional system that we have used. It's just like
Okay.
would prefer this versus
Yeah.
what we have it in the past. And as I said, you can enjoy your steaks as well.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for explaining all of this
You are
and breaking
always
it down.
welcome, Christine.
How can people get more information about how they can get something like this?
Yes, there's tons of information. We are sharing it with the patients as well. The website is morethanAdenture.com. So visit that website and you will have more information about the system itself. We do have multiple different things as well. So definitely it will be a good learning tool for the patients.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks again for joining us.
You are more than welcome, Chrissy. Thank you for having me.
All right. I will see you guys next time. Make sure that you like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel and you'll see more updates like this in the future. Take care.
Take care. Have a good one.